Dogs are good.
Yeah, they are. I like that you get that. We should probably head out of here.
So thank you again for the tour. But do you think you could just tell me where Colin's office is? I should probably get back.
Oh, I did. Colin's office is right down that hallway, and this is where you live, Maya.
Oh,
Whoa.
you are Will Martin.
Yes, I am. What's shaking, everybody?
We were just talking about Pitch Fest.
What's that?
Oh, it's just a little contest we have every year. Anyone and everyone is encouraged to participate. Best new app wins.
It's a big deal. Like, really big.
Winning can set you up for life.
I gotta take this, but I'm looking forward to hearing everyone's pitches. Especially yours, Maya.
I am so in over my head. So then not only did I insult the CFO, I managed to disparage the CEO's honorary degrees, and I'm pretty certain I alienated the rest of the intern pool.
Wow, that's all on the first day.
Pretty epic, right? At least Will was really nice.
Will, as in Will Martin?
Yeah, the CEO guy. So much nicer than I thought that he would be. What?
You're crushing.
I am not.
Whenever you get all formal and you stop using contractions, I know something is up.
I do not know what you are talking about.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so what did Will do that makes him so nice?
He took me on a tour of the Kismet campus. Showed me all of his favorite spots.
Just the two of you?
Yes.
You really have no radar.
What for? I mean, really. I was born, I grew up, I went to college, I dropped out of college, I met Nate, I married Nate, no radar needed.
Well, maybe it's time for you to get back out there.
Out there? There? Oh no. No, I have no interest in going there. I have a school to finish, a career to begin, a daughter to raise. Absolutely not. I do not have time for a relationship.
Maya, honey, look, I know Nate is a hard act to follow. He was a bona fide hero for saving those climbers. He was. But maybe there's someone else out there who's right for you, too.
I think you're right.
Really? So you'll consider it? Getting back out there?
No. That Nate's a hard act to follow.
Oh, you're still working. There's barbecue outside.
I'll be there soon. I just want to get through a little more of this first.
Yo, team, what's up? We're getting closer and closer to launching Talker 2.0, and I've been getting a lot of questions lately that pertain to whether or not Talker can maintain its stronghold in the market. And I am here to say, yes, we can. In a few short weeks, we're gonna have Pitch Fest. Now, every single employee, including the interns, are encouraged to participate. The winner gets a 10K bonus and a 20% equity in the new enterprise. So keep those ideas coming.
So are you gonna throw your hat in the ring for Pitch Fest?
Me? No. Not really my thing.
Well, you never know where the next great idea will come from.
I'm studying accounting, so unless I can come up with a new way to do math, I don't think it's gonna be for me.
Well, who says accountants can't be creative?
The IRS.
Right. Sorry, I have to take this.
It's the best barbecue in the country. I had it flown in from Texas.
So you're saying pigs do fly?
Is it too extravagant?
It is expensive. That's from a soon-to-be accountant's point of view.
She's working overtime.
She sure is.
That wasn't a compliment, Ricky.
See, I don't get nuance.
What, that first day? That private tour with Will?
Yeah. And what is it with that whole sweet, doe-eyed outdoorsy bit? She's probably a lot more shrewd than she lets on.
Hey, listen, don't be upset with me, but I looked at your personnel file.
It's your company.
I didn't realize you were married to Nate Soloway.
You knew him?
I knew of him. He's a great climber. I'm actually a climber as well. You and I have a lot in common. We should maybe go to dinner tonight.
That was a leap.
Sorry, yeah, sometimes my brain does that. But what do you say? Dinner?
I appreciate it, but no.
Why not?
Well, for one, I am an intern at your company, so aren't there rules about that?
My company, my rules. And who says it has to be a date? It could just be me taking a promising colleague to dinner.
Even though you just elevated me from intern to colleague, I'm afraid it's still a no. You don't get turned down very often, do you?
It's a new experience for me. Something I'll have to get used to, though, I suppose.
Hi, you guys. Listen, I think that you have the wrong idea about me, and I would just like to clear the air.
You mean about you hanging out with Will?
Yes. I am not kissing up to our boss. I have no intention of entering this pitch fest, and I'm not your competition.
Never really thought you were.
Thank you.
Girls against boys?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, Maya?
Hey, Polly. Look, I'm out by the sculpture garden, and I cannot find Building C. I need to bring some more files to Colin. Take a left at the fitness center and go past the juice trucks. Got it.
The investors are breathing down our necks. What am I supposed to tell them?
We'll just stall them like you did with Talker.
Okay, that was then, and that was further along in its development. Programming says they still need 6 months.
I am working as fast as I can.
Yes, you're throwing great barbecues and chasing interns. And look, I need a working version of 2.0 now. Or I need the next great Will Martin idea.
You don't understand. You're not the creative here. There is a process. It takes time. It comes when it comes.
Well, if we don't deliver something new, as promised,
Then we will lose the financing, and then this whole thing is sunk. So you...
Maya?
Hi.
How long have you been standing there?
Not long.
Did you hear anything?
Not really, no. A little, the last part. But I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Well, what you did not hear, you can't discuss with anyone.
Of course, I would never.
I mean, it's fine. You did sign a confidentiality agreement when you started.
I think so. Although that first day, I think I did try to activate a card reader with my eyeballs, so I'm just gonna give you these. Okay, bye.
Thanks.
Do you think she's gonna tell anyone?
No, I trust her. Will.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Josh.
just chilling?
Trying to. Long day today.
Yeah, you look like you've just run a marathon and lost.
Yeah, Colin had me running errands all over the campus, and then I went on the Kismet tram, and then all the way back into the city. I just wish that there was some magical app that could help me run errands.
There are lots of them, actually. Errand Rabbit will hire someone for you.
And that's great, until you are, in fact, the rabbit. Wish that I had something that was more than a map. Something that could show you when the store is open, their peak hours, where to park, the fastest footpaths.
Based on foot traffic patterns.
Exactly, just mash it all together.
What's the upside?
Saving time. I mean, if I had run those errands in a different order, I probably could have saved an hour
Just today?
every day.
Cool idea.
Thank you, Josh. Hey, Colin. Your USB, yes, no, but I don't think that I have it. I'll check, of course. Let's see. I do have it. Yes, I am so sorry. I must have picked it up when I was packing up to go. If you text me your address, I can bring it to your house, though. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. See ya.
Have fun.
I am so sorry. I don't even remember picking this up. They should make these a little bigger.
I will look into that.
You know, I could have brought it to your house.
You did. I live here.
You live on a boat.
I do. It's right over there. Actually, do you mind coming down with me for a minute? I just need to check this on my laptop.
Sure.
Come on. Thank you for bringing this. I have a bunch of work I need to finish up tonight.
Doesn't sound like much fun.
Well, it's not. But that's my life as a CFO. What do you do for fun?
Hang out with my daughter. Study. Read textbooks till I fall asleep. You know, I never would have pegged you as the kind of guy who lives on a boat.
Oh, what did you have me pegged as?
Maybe just a slightly squarer peg?
Well, I should probably work on that. And here we are.
You have a custom Jefferson.
How is it you know about sailboats?
My late husband, but that's another story.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. He would have loved this. So how long have you had her?
Ever since I've been at Kismet. It was the first thing I bought after Talker hit. Been restoring her ever since.
Well, you did a beautiful job. Did you grow up around boats?
Nope, not at all. Landlocked in the Midwest. I had a single mom. She got me hooked on reading and bought me all the Horatio Hornblower books. And then after I read them, all I ever wanted was to own a boat and sail the world.
Did you?
Not yet. I haven't found the time or the right person. I thought I did once, but I was wrong.
Well, don't give up. It's an amazing boat. I'm sure you're gonna make a lot of great memories on it. I should go.
Right. I didn't mean to keep you.
Kidding me? So,
And thanks. Thanks again.
thank you. Not every day you get to see a boat like this.
Dear Mom, I think this is the first and last time I will ever be going to camp. The bugs are gigantic, there was a lizard in my bed, and the frogs keep me up all night. I can't wait to come home and start making other memories. These I'd like to forget. Your loving and miserable daughter, Addison.
You sure you're still not mad at me?
We're good. As long as you stick to your promise and focus on 2.0.
I will. Right after the game.
Isn't the tennis court the other way?
It is. I'm just making a quick stop first. Won't take long.
I'm just glad that this internship is only 6 weeks because otherwise I would really be broke.
Well, I can lend you some money. Or an advance. Whatever you want to call it.
You're already overpaying me for part-time work, but I appreciate the offer.
Well, you know, you never know when Prince Charming is gonna waltz through the door and come to the rescue.
We're in the market for like a fairy godmother, maybe a genie.
Hello, ladies.
What are we doing here?
As you can see, my friend and I are on our way to play some tennis. But we realize that we are in need of some tennis balls.
No, we are not. We have a trunk full of them.
Good, because we don't sell them.
Can I interest you gentlemen in a climbing harness or a carabiner? Because they're on special this week.
I'm sure my friend would love to see them.
Great. Just over here.
Hi.
Hi.
Listen, I just wanted to come here and apologize for putting you in an awkward situation when I asked you out at work the other day.
Thank you. This isn't awkward for you.
No, of course not. We're surrounded by friends, which is why I felt like I should come here and ask you again.
Why me?
I have a feeling about you. You're genuine.
Go for it, Maya. Break out of your comfort zone.
Maybe she likes her comfort zone.
Whose side are you on?
What do you say, Maya? I mean, we can do whatever you want. We can just have dinner, or we could go for a hike, or rock climb, or kayak, or paddleboarding,
Rock climbing. Let's just go rock climbing, not as a date, just as two people who like to climb rocks at the same time.
I'll take that. How's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's great.
It's a date. A non-date.
You had a feeling.
It worked, didn't it?
So, still don't believe in Prince Charming, huh? Ta-da! Yeah.
All set.
Absolutely.
So you're not intimidated about climbing with the boss, are you?
Should I be?
How are you not doing this professionally? It's insane. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is it too much?
It's perfect. But it takes weeks to scale Everest.
Well, not if you helicopter to second base camp.
But that's cheating.
You are tough, and I love it. First, you kill me at rock climbing, and then I try to impress you by subtly dropping that I've scaled Everest, and you won't cut me any slack.
Well, I am impressed by all of this.
Well, I'm glad to see that I'm making some progress.
Do you always work this hard?
Only when it's worth it.
This is some view. We should appreciate it while we still can.
What? Because of global warming or something?
No. Developers are gonna make it into condos, golf courses.
Can't say that I'm surprised.
It's just wrong on so many levels.
Well, sometimes you can't stop progress.
Can't fight it. I volunteer with a conservancy group, and we are trying to stop the building. You never know. Sometimes the good side wins.
Well, if they're on your side, I'd say their chances are good.
Maya, check this out. Josh has been working on a new app, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, well, that's pretty. What is it?
You try to get the ball through the maze before the penguins burst into flames.
Oh, I love penguins.
Yeah, just play around with it. Swipe.
Okay. All right. Are the penguins supposed to burst into flames that fast?
Yeah, okay, but it's a perfect user interface.
Okay. Well, I am a user, and I am interfacing it with my face, and I don't get it.
Maya, what's your take?
I like it.
Yeah? Why?
Well, I'm not sure yet, but, oh, there goes another penguin.
Do you mind? Yeah, it's a start, but it's far from perfect. I would try to widen your audience appeal.
He didn't hate it.
That's good. Yeah, it's good. Thank
Well,
you.
hi. Listen, I didn't mean to shoot down something that the other interns have been working on.
Oh, no, it's a good catch. All right, look, the kid can be as enthusiastic as he wants, but simply put, the idea's not ready.
Maybe you could have been nicer about it.
No, absolutely not. Trust me. He's gonna have to learn from this if he wants to survive in the tech world. That's just a fact.
All right, guys, keep it moving. If you're not sweating, you're not working. Make sure to maintain eye contact if you pass that ball back and forth. You're doing great.
All right, bring it in. Now that we got the blood flowing, what do you say we toss down? Now, the one rule of team building is you have to start every question with, what if?
I have an idea for an app.
Better not be penguins.
No. What if you had an online planner?
Josh, I hate to burst your bubble, but unless it has magical powers, I'm pretty sure we covered that in 2007.
No. No magical powers.
Anything else, Josh? We're all ears.
There is one more idea I started kicking around, but it's not fully baked.
Half-baked's okay for me.
What if you had an app that would help you run errands more efficiently throughout the city?
There are tons of those already.
This one would have GPS, of course, but it would aggregate neighborhood maps, reviews of each place, parking spaces, foot traffic patterns in real time. It maps out multiple locations and puts them in order for you.
Sean, my man, is this doable?
Sure. A couple of coding revisions. The algorithm I'm looking for the map might take a little bit.
Value proposition, target audience.
It could save you 2 hours per trip, and it would be used by moms, new parents, shoppers.
It's a great idea, Josh. I want you meeting with the programmers. You're gonna be project manager of this starting Monday.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's how we do it around here. Great work. All right, let's get back at it.
So humor me. I'm wondering how a guy in his 20s from Queen Anne Hill who's never lifted a finger in his life comes up with an app to help struggling single moms run errands.
TV, the internet. Good imagination.
No. Josh's other ideas so far have been an app to find hip bars, an app to find singles bars, and an app to find hip singles bars.
I understand what you're saying.
And I saw your face during this pitch. Josh? Can you come here for a sec?
What's up?
That was a great pitch.
Just something I've been kicking around.
Anything else you wanted to add?
No, just that's it.
Maya?
Yeah, actually, I would love to add something. Josh, I was really upset. Because I wish that I'd come up with it myself.
What? Really?
It's a smart idea.
Well, when we were talking the other day, you would just
I
come
said
in.
it's a smart idea.
Got it. Thanks. Anything else?
That was nice, what you did. Hopefully he learns his lesson.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You are both terrible liars.
Then why did you have us
Because
go
a good leader is supposed to know which idea is worth fighting for and which person is worth fighting for.
I think you're great at that.
Wasn't talking about me.
I mean, thank you, of course, but I'm just an intern.
No. You shouldn't sell yourself short.
Hey, Maya, did you get my text? We still in for tomorrow at noon?
Yes, we are. Still not a date.
That's fine with me, and whatever you want to do is it's great. So, Colin.
Yep.
Not a date.
Yeah, of course. No problem.
So,
Yeah.
you made it to the halfway mark. How's the internship going?
It's a lot more like one of those reality shows where people will do absolutely anything to win. I've just never been in such an intensely competitive environment.
Yet you're still standing.
Yeah. Thanks to coffee. Sensible shoes. A little more coffee. There's just a lot to take in, you know? And, I'm not sure it's really a good fit.
Maya, these internships were assigned to address your weaknesses, not play to your strengths. I know you've been dealt much tougher hands than this.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
but
I
that's
don't
different.
say this as your professor or your advisor, but as your friend.
love wildflowers. How did you know?
I didn't. They're not from me.
Oh.
Who's my competition?
No competition. They're from Colin. Strictly business.
Is he apologizing for working you too hard?
Something like that?
Well, he has a reputation for being tough on his interns.
I'll just get my...
Sure.
Yeah.
Guess I should have asked about the dress code.
I thought I said casual.
Yeah, I thought you meant brunch casual.
Are you okay with this?
Anything for a good cause.
Thanks for being a good sport.
Sure, but one day I'd love to see what your idea of a real date is.
Hey. Perfect. Thank you so much. Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Sweetie, hi. Is everything okay?
Yeah, great.
So happy to hear from you, but I thought that they didn't allow cell phones at camp.
They don't. I'm using this thing called a landline.
How retro. Have you made any other new exciting discoveries?
I like horses. I'm actually a pretty good rider.
My very own Annie Oakley.
Who?
You can look her up when you get your cell phone back.
Hey, how's Chantal? And how's the intern thing?
Good and pretty good. I miss you a lot.
I miss you too. Did you get the postcards I sent? You can ignore the first two. Oh, Mom, I gotta go, okay? They're calling me for archery. I love you. Bye.
Maya Soloway?
That's me.
These are for you.